You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans, I've got your weekly prediction edition. We're going to talk about Eric sabotaging Taylor and Grace running. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We have got predictions for Liam and Finn, for Steffy and Sheila, for Taylor and Nick, for Grace, and also for Eric and Taylor. Let's dive right in. Our very first prediction: Finn is very suspicious of Liam's Insta recovery. So there's a spoilers photo for next week of Liam looking much better at Bill's. He's awake. He's still in the head bandage. He is chatting with visitors. His color looks better. Looks like he is recovering from this cancer. He's gotten this medical miracle. And this past Friday, we saw Grace sent a message to Bill saying she got back Liam's post-surgical MRI, and it shows that the inoperable tumor is totally gone thanks to that experimental procedure. He's got clear margins. And Finn says it's not just a miracle for Liam, but it's making medical history. So that's where we're at with spoilers and what's happened. So Liam definitely had surgery on his head, maybe not his brain though. The question is, was it to remove that inoperable brain tumor? We did a video yesterday. If you've not seen it, I'm dropping a link at the end of this video about whether Grace faked this whole thing. We saw last week Finn seemed totally amazed, but then also starting to get a little suspicious about this miracle that Grace suddenly turned up with for Liam. Finn already told Bridget that Grace acted against protocol, releasing Liam so fast after his bullet removal surgery from when Luna shot him. Plus, being sent home just immediately right after brain surgery is insane. Medically, it's just not going to happen. I mean, that was basically outpatient surgery like they do when you have a minor procedure like a tonsillectomy or getting tubes put in your ears, you know? So I think Finn may start asking questions. And if Bill mentions he paid Grace a cool $1 million for this experimental miraculous surgery, I think Finn will really ramp up his concerns. I wonder if he'll want Liam to get another MRI at University Hospital where Finn can be the one to watch the scan happen and look at the results and then, compare it to the other ones and see like, okay, this isn't the same brain, because people's brains are different, And it could be that Liam's new best friend, Finn, finds out they've all been deceived. And again, I'll throw a link to the end of this video to watch the one about Grace possibly faking all this and lying to Liam. Our second prediction: Steffy makes an effort with Sheila. So we've got a spoilers photo for the week ahead of Sheila visiting Liam at Bill's while Steffy is there. And nobody's arguing, it looks like. Steffy initially lashed out at Sheila at the art school right after Liam was shot, and she was trying to blame Sheila, saying, your granddaughter shot Liam. But I mean, it's Steffi's stepdaughter that shot Liam. So throwing around family ties was kind of nuts. But Steffy was upset, so let that slide. And at the hospital, Steffy actually told her parents that Sheila saved her life. And not only that, but when Sheila stopped Luna from shooting Steffy, we saw that Sheila wound up losing another toe in that effort. And Steffy and Liam get to see that up close next week, whether they want to or not. It does look like Steffy may play nice with Sheila. And this is from a photo where Sheila is on crutches. She shows up at Liam's bedside. She plops her foot, now missing 2 toes, up onto Liam's bed. Steffy looks a little weirded out, as does Liam. But Steffy also doesn't really look angry or upset that Sheila is there. So this could be the beginning of Steffy softening just a little towards Sheila, maybe giving her a small place in her and Finn's life. Our third prediction: Taylor and Nick make a secret pact. So there's another spoilers photo for the week ahead of Taylor and Nick having a chat. This is before the Italy trip. Taylor proposed to Ridge. She's pushing him to set a date for their wedding before he goes out of town for work. Nick is very happy about Ridge and Taylor's engagement, and that clears a path for him. He's pushing Brooke to fly to Italy with him instead of going with the Forresters. Clearly, Taylor and Nick have similar agendas to keep Brooke and Ridge apart so they can get their happily ever afters. Nick and Ridge will be in Italy with Brooke and Eric along for the ride, but Taylor won't be, based on the scripts listing the cast for the location shoot. It's going to be Ridge, Brooke, and Eric for Forrester, and Nick is going over there for his own business reasons. I could totally see Nick and Taylor scheming and making a pact to keep them apart. Nick saying he'll do everything in his power to make sure Ridge and Brooke don't get time together as much as he can. That'll benefit both Taylor and Nick, and it might give her some peace of mind. However, we know it won't matter because Ridge realizes in Italy that Brooke is his feature based on leaked info from Brad Bell. Our fourth prediction, Grace Buckingham takes off. Is she going to flee LA? She took that $1 million from Bill last week, and she's the one who operated on Liam, not the supposed specialist that she brought in for that inoperable tumor that they decided to operate on. With Finn's suspicions ramping up, will Grace worry? If Finn hears that Bill paid $1 million, he may dig into it and find out Bill got conned out of $1 million and there's no miracle cure. Liam never had brain cancer. If that all comes out, or if it even looks like it's going to come out, Grace would be smart to skitter out of LA before she's busted, because her medical license will be taken. Bill might have her arrested for fraud. Grace got the $1 million from Dollar Bill, and yes, she seemed to need some money for somebody that kept calling and texting her. Maybe she gives part of the cash away to take care of that problem and takes the rest of the money from Bill, gets a fresh start somewhere new, maybe outside of the U.S. You know, she does have ties overseas. The daughters were over there, all that kind of stuff. So will Grace take the money and run? Our fifth and final prediction, Eric sabotages Taylor while he's in Italy. Eric already plotted to reunite Brooke and Ridge. He pulled that showstopper stunt at the fashion show. Eric was told point blank by Ridge, stop it, I want to be with Taylor. And then when Ridge accepted Taylor's proposal and they told Eric, he grudgingly gave them his blessing, but that's not the end of it. We know from info on the Italy shoot that Brooke, Eric, and Ridge are all headed to Italy soon. Taylor's not there. So I'm thinking Eric may plot to reunite Ridge and Brooke in Italy because Taylor is not around. It's easier for him to do some scheming. Eric has it in his mind that Brooke is Ridge's destiny, so I don't think he's going to stop. Eric does say that he likes and respects Taylor, but he doesn't act like he does, so I'm smelling sabotage, and that means that he'll also be plotting against Nick. So Eric may play dirty in Italy to get them back together. I wonder if somehow Eric's involved in the life-changing incident that gets Ridge to see that Brooke's the one he's meant to be with. We know Ridge winds up either falling or diving into the water in Italy from some leaked location shoot photos. And that incident seems to be part of what triggers this epiphany. I just wonder if Eric has a hand in it, kind of like when Quinn shoved Ivy into the river so Liam would rescue her and would miss the wedding with Hope, and then she wound up running off with Wyatt as a result, which was what Quinn wanted. Maybe Eric is inspired by that and sets up something similar.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.